What's up, everyone? I thought I'd do a video on ghost hunters and what I think of them. I see a lot of paranormal investigators, they call themselves, or ghost hunters on the internet and on television. And when they do their work, they're never quite successful in doing it. Every little thing, every little sound, every little shadow that they see, they're over analyzing it and looking into it and saying, "Oh, is it a ghost? Is it not? How do we?" I mean, there are so many factors that could be involved in what they capture that most of the time I do not pick up any paranormal like entity within that. Um, except for people like Teresa Caputo and Amy Allen, where their skills are not so much they try to bring forth the ghosts or hunt them, but they're able to see what's going on beyond the veil of the physical. Now, the thing that I have a problem with ghost hunters is that you're hunting ghosts, okay? Why are you hunting ghosts? Imagine like you going out and trying to hunt a deer or a pheasant or a rabbit. More than likely, it's going to be hard to find. Ghosts are not like, those animals. You can't just go out with your rifle and try to find a deer somewhere, and expect it to spontaneously appear. Ghost hunting is a very difficult thing for those people who are not gifted with any psychic abilities. I mean, nobody, and I even have a problem with the terminology ghost hunter because, nobody wants to be hunted. I mean, I can't imagine a human being in their right mind out there, feeling comfortable with the idea of being hunted in the first place. And the problem with ghost hunting is, or paranormal investigation, is that hunting the paranormal, it's like trying to find a really scared cat in someone's house. It's gonna they're not gonna show up. If they hear one sound, they're out. They're hiding somewhere because they just they know it's like it's a fight or flight type of deal. Cats, if they're scared, they're immediately gonna hide. They're not. Most cats aren't very sociable. There are a few of them, but most of the time, cats aren't gonna come up to you and be like, meow, 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 how you doing, and stuff like that. That's why I have a real problem with ghost hunting. Because the thing about ghost hunting is ghosts look for you. You don't look for ghosts, okay? Ghosts will seek you out. They don't want somebody to seek them out because there are a few elements about encountering ghosts. I mean, I have encountered ghosts on many occasions with witnesses there with me who said, "Did you see that?" Or "You saw that too, didn't you?" And it's like, yeah, I saw it because I don't try to seek the ghosts out. I don't try to go out and look for ghosts because ghosts can sense death around a person, or they can sense that someone has psychic abilities and they will gravitate towards that. um, you can't just sit there and walk through a room with your camera and then all of a sudden you see a shadow and you're thinking, okay, that's a ghost. That's like there's so many elements to it. Where you stood, where things were before, who walked past at that point in time. You just can't say, oh, that shadow that we caught on tape is a ghost. Any psychic, you just have to get a psychic in there and they can like say, well, I don't sense it. I don't sense energy in that. Ghosts, if they want to show themselves to you, will show themselves to you. And you have to be open to that. You can't have ulterior motives when you're in a haunted place and your intentions are to capture them on tape. They don't want that. They want those individuals who, first off, have death surrounding them. Say maybe someone in their family's going to die or that person's going to die. And they want to surround themselves with them because they want to bring your spirit to where they are. They don't want someone that's not open to it, who doesn't, whose intention is only to capture footage of it. Their intention is to pinpoint those individuals that they see prey almost. Okay, so if you go, let me tell this story. I had a friend. He had moved into a haunted house. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but he moved into a haunted house and he invited me over, but didn't tell me the place was haunted. All right. He was like, "Oh, I moved into my new apartment. Come over. I need you to hang out here." And I was like, okay. So, I drove up to the apartment, to the place, and I noticed it was an old house. And he lived up in some like ramshackle, like dingy apart area that was of the house that was made into an apartment area at the very top. And we were in his room, and he left, and I was sitting down, kind of lying on his bed or his bed couch thing, and I was just sitting there, and I turned around, and then I thought I felt him walk in, and I was just sitting there, and I turned around, and there was a fucking ghost right there looking straight at me. I remember the guy and everything, what he looked like, I mean, he had a long beard. He was a white guy from like the 1800s, like probably mid to late 1800s. He was bald. He just looked like one of those old west type of guys. And my friend walks back into the room and I said, "You have something here." And he's like, "You saw him too." And I was like, "Yeah, I saw that guy." And I said, it started to, first, I noticed that there were like sparkles happening in the room, like lights of sparkles. And I was just like, what's going on? And then I turn around and there's a fucking ghost standing right there in front of my face, looking at me like that. And I was just like, oh shit. It didn't scare me because I've had a lot of ghost experience. The thing with ghosts is that they already know you're coming. Okay? They they have that sensory, they can see into future events and past events. So their yin energy, their consciousness is scanning, okay, this person is coming into uh, my territory. They're aware of that. Or they'll be like, this person is going to arrive here. This person's going to come back a second time or third time. Ghosts know these things. I mean, we don't. Most of the time, we don't even plan on these things or being asked to investigate these areas. They just come. They know when you're coming. And if you have ulterior motives they are not going to show themselves to you. My friend who lived in that haunted house, 2 years after that, he died. Okay. The reason why I didn't die is because I'm a fucking psychic medium. I've had these ghost encounters various times throughout my life. I mean, I lived in haunted houses, you know. One almost killed me, you know, in a haunted house and possessed me, but there's you can't have expectations when you go in. I mean, if my best just don't look for them. Just don't look for them. Don't hunt them. If you're a ghost hunter, like just set up your equipment and chill out and hang out and have a good time with your friends like at the place, like you're taking the day off, it's a vacation, you're carousing. Don't sit there and try to study every little thing, and every little movement, because you're just going to pick up bullshit, like shadows and stuff. Like they'll probably show up, like say if you're sitting in a haunted house and there's couches like in the haunted area of the house, and you and your friends just sit there, have all your equipment running, and you're just carousing, having a good time, getting drinks, smoking weed, just party it up and have a good time. And but be respectful. And then the next thing you know, one of your friends, has to use the bathroom, and he gets up and walks, and as he's going to the bathroom, he sees a ghost. That's the kind of thing, that's when they show themselves to you, when you least expect it, when you're not looking for them, when they can sense death around you. That's when the ghosts want to show themselves. If any psychic medium says, oh, I'm a ghost or I'm a psychic medium and I sense this and that, they better know what they're talking about, because there's a lot of phonies out there that don't know what they're talking about, and they're only good for celebrity TV. I don't trust any celebrity psychic that doesn't disclose their birthday, first off, because your birthday is your social security number when it comes to the stars and your astrology and all that stuff, and your life path and your birth chart. It's like that is the social security number, and it's like it's going to tell you as a person if this psychic is real. I never buy into the whole person that says, "Oh, I'm a psychic medium because I live, breathe, and do the art of looking like a psychic medium." Anyone can do that. I'm just a plain old. I don't come with bells and whistles, and I'm not like that. I just live my life as like a normal human being. I don't need to like present uh myself in a certain type of clothing and carry around luck charms and carry around herbs and incense with me. No, I'm not like that. And most people who are real psychic mediums don't need that. Um, if they do, it's because the real ones that do it, who are like a life path 11, they will use those items under certain circumstances when they feel that it would help them in portraying the messages or their abilities, as to enhance their abilities. They don't use those items for show. There is a realness to it, and then there are those who do it for the image. And I have a real problem with that image thing, that like superficial image that it just looks good on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, but in reality, there's no real depth to it. They're like, oh, I'm going to read your. It's like tarot cards. It's like anyone. anyone can read tarot cards, all right? It's like the most basic thing. It wasn't even for divination reading when it came out. It was meant to be played as a card game. If you want to get to the nitty gritty of divination, then you do like the real stuff that the old timers used to do way back when, like read fire, read water, read the earth, read clearomancy, because I'm sick of tarot card readers. I think they're fake and phony charlatans, all of them, because I can sit at home and do tarot card readings all day long. But if you can create a tarot deck that is going to be around for like ages, then then you're a psychic. Then you know what you're doing, okay? Because you have that sixth sense that tells you are on the right track and you can do that. You gotta have those abilities. So once again, to come back to like ghost hunting, don't look for ghosts, okay? Don't look for them. Don't have any expectations of finding them. Don't have any, just just going to a place cold, like I'm just gonna go and hang out at this really cool lodge that they say it's haunted. I'm not searching for any ghosts. I'm not looking for them because the ghosts will find you. They know when you're coming. They know if they should or should not expose themselves to you. And it's really up to you as a person if you want that encounter, because it comes with a price. And if any psychic medium tells you that coming into contact or encounter with a ghost does not come with a price, then they're lying to you because they're not a real psychic medium. Any psychic medium who has encountered ghosts in their life know for a fact, like a full bodied apparition, like the fucking Shining, when that little kid rolls up and those two little girls twin girls are standing there. That's that comes with a price, okay? Because they're seeking you out specifically because they have a message for you. They have something important that they need to communicate. That's why they are they are showing themselves to you. They are exposing themselves to you because they want something in return, okay? And that could be your soul, all right? They want you to also die, or they want someone you know or love to die so that they can take their soul and they can be joined where they are, okay? So that's my feelings about ghost hunters. It's all bells and whistles to me, from the TV shows to anything else like that. They don't know what it is to have an encounter with a ghost because most of those people have never actually seen a ghost. That's why they can't decipher in their footage whether it's real or not. So remember, if you are a true psychic medium and if you really, really want to see a ghost, go with no intentions whatsoever. Do it like Amy Allen does in the Dead Files. She has no clue where she's going. No clue. They just set up everything for her and she's there on like just cold, and she knows nothing about the place or what happens, you know? No background story, no nothing. And see what happens. Just walk into a place and let your crew do all the work, and the research, and then you just end up there and not sure what's going on, don't know the backstory, don't know what's going on, and see what happens then. All right. But I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm not saying they're going to show themselves, but I'll tell you this. If you do run into a ghost, it comes with a price. And a lot of people, a lot of Asian countries know that because when Asians see ghosts, it scares them a lot because they know that someone's going to die. And sometimes it means you're going to die because they want your soul, or it means someone in your family is going to die. So, anyways, Manji, and you guys have a good night. Bye.